Before we go, I just have to get to this. This is the funniest story I saw, I think. This actually tickled me the most. From the New York Times. We talked yesterday or the day before about Tesla and about how Elon Musk took the red pill, so he says. You know, think for yourself, question the liberal narrative, right? So the headline is, Tesla owners try to make sense of Elon Musk's red pill moment. They're trying to make sense of it. They're going to go return their cars because now Elon Musk might not be a total dyed-in-the-wool liberal. His politics might be slightly complicated because he's questioning the liberal narrative. You know, the best part of this whole Elon Musk thing is it tricked a bunch of liberals who bought electric cars, which frankly gave me some ideas. I thought maybe we should now convince the left that those paper straws, those really frustrating paper drinking straws that turn to pulp, that they're actually a neo-Nazi hate symbol, so that we can get those banned and go back to the plastic straws. So it gave me a lot of different ideas. But the basic point was, they found out that Elon Musk's politics were not totally liberal, and therefore they got to ditch the car. If you think Teslas are problematic, just wait until you hear about Fords. Just wait until you... apparently people don't know this about Henry Ford. Henry Ford had some problematic politics, you might say, particularly when it regards that certain nomadic tribe, that ancient tribe known as the Jews. Henry Ford published a 4-volume work called The International Jew. Book 1 of that is The International Jew, the World's Foremost Problem. Baldur von Schirach, one of the Nazi leaders, said... This is what he said of Henry Ford's book. I read it and became anti-Semitic. In those days, this book made such a deep impression on my friends and myself because we saw in Henry Ford the representative of success, also the exponent of a progressive social policy. Henry Ford was the only American mentioned in Mein Kampf, mentioned glowingly. Hitler himself writes, every year makes them, referring to the Jews, more and more the controlling masters of the producers in a nation of 120 million persons. Only a single great man, Ford, to their fury, still maintains full independence. So, you know, Henry Ford, he's got some baggage here, right? And people still buy Ford cars. That is, to the broader point on the Teslas, something perhaps we should say to the left. The personal views, the politics of people who create products or who write great works of literature, who create great works of art, who cares? It's kind of my same reaction to the last story we were talking about. I don't care. I don't know Henry Ford. Henry Ford doesn't mean anything to me. I like Ford cars. I think Mustangs look cool. Fine. Arthur Koestler was a great novelist. Wrote one of the great anti-communist novelists of all time, Darkness at Noon. He was, I think, pretty credibly accused of rape. Didn't seem like such a great guy. Some of the great, I mean, we know this just from celebrities all around us. A lot of celebrities whose work we really enjoy are dirty, rotten, no good, terrible people. For most of the history of art, we've just ignored that sort of thing because we don't really care. But now we've become in this so highly sensitive, just seeking to be offended by anything and outraged by anything culture that forget Arthur Koestler, forget Henry Ford, forget all these people. Now, just because Elon Musk suggests maybe he's not a total progressive liberal totally 100% of the time, the New York Times is publishing stories about how people don't want their Tesla cars anymore. That is a trigger-happy culture. That is a culture that would appear to have too few problems. If you enjoyed that video, and let's be honest, of course you did. I hope you did. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so everyone wading through the wasteland of YouTube knows that we have the best content out there.